Well, these were closed. They were closed a second ago. Hold on, I can make the sound effect. Cheers to
Cheers.
The greatest man we've ever known.
The one.
The one.
That's good. What are we here for?
Yep.
What are we doing here today?
Definitely makes you think of high school sometimes.
Tastes like high school.
It does.
Or spring break.
Spring break. Let's kick it off. Friends, family, loved ones. We're here today. I got my boy Corey here on my left and my little sweet love, Lucas, on my right.
The second.
We're here to talk about Klint. I've been doing this will be the 6th year, so this year I want to change it up. So I invited some friends, and we're going to let this grow every year. It's the first time we've sat down and done it like this, so I'm excited. So I hope you like what we have to say. And we've also, all three, decided that we are going to name this Thunderstruck. Because, Corey?
Every football game, Klint wanted Thunderstruck to come out and play, and after so many years, we got it, and it was like the greatest thing. Every home game, Thunderstruck would come out, and the crowd would just go crazy.
Just jamming.
That was him.
It. Yeah.
I had no idea.
Jamming, lamming.
Yeah.
Wow. Interesting.
Nice.
Good to know.
I
I had no idea. I was like, hey,
Still one of my very favorite sports songs, and I play it on my daughter's playlist for soccer and on my son's for baseball. So I enjoy it still and love it.
That's cool.
Whenever I hear it on the radio, it always brings back the memories. Like
Yeah.
the old days, everyone hanging out, enjoying life to the fullest.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely. So we want to start off this time and every time for now on for Lincoln, Lindsay, and Lexi on Klint's character. So how he was as a person, how he was around us growing up, and how he was around people that we know. So I'll start with Klint was a very loving individual, lots of loves, big hugs, right? Always give you a big old kiss. I know I said that in other videos, but he always made a way to make you feel good when you saw him. It was always kind of not about him when you first had that interaction when you saw him, but about you and that joy and the joy that he had to see you. And it didn't matter who you were. It was just really awesome to have that personality or that trait to just care and love about everybody. So that was an awesome aspect of Klint. And you guys want to? That was the easiest one for me to say love.
I mean, he really is though. Like he always brought joy, as you said. He always brought joy to anyone. It didn't matter who you were. He'd come up to you. It was always a light to him. He'd make you smile. His smile just brought joy to you. He had that perfect little smile.
Smiley
kind of like Will over here too. Had that perfect smile.
He had that side smile. Maybe it was just from all the chew.
Yeah. Got heavy over there every now and again.
Yeah. I mean, I wrote down how I feel about his character, and that would be like the easiest way for me to say it. And
it's a great way.
If you don't.
Want me to introduce you for what you did?
You want me to stand behind a curtain? No. No, I just
wrote some thoughts.
I feel like, yeah, because basically, Klint inspired me to write a whole book, and it wasn't like even right away when I started writing it that I knew it was inspired by him. But when I got to the chapter I wrote about him, I was like, oh, okay, I get it now. And yeah, it's weird, but I'll read it and make it easier.
Lay it on us.
Try not to cry, it's all emotional. So this chapter is called Be the Hero, and the hero is obviously Klint. I don't know if I even have all the facts right, so forgive me if I say anything incorrectly. But in April of 2018, I got a call telling me that one of my closest high school friends had tragically and suddenly passed away. At the time of the accident, it had been some time since I had spoken to him, as we were both off living our lives and taking care of our families. He was off saving lives and protecting his fellow man, being the selfless guy that he was. One of the qualities I admired most about him was the way he was able to be one of the most masculine guys I knew, but also was able to care for others and show love without flinching. He was a registered nurse, if I remember correctly. Klint Mitchell was off on some sort of heroic endeavor in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan when the chopper he was in went down. Just like that, the hero was gone. He left behind a wife, a son, and a daughter. His sisters knew that I played music, so they asked me if I would perform one of his favorite songs at his memorial, which was held in my high school gymnasium. I agreed with little hesitation, of course, and proceeded to practice for days to make sure I didn't disgrace his memory. When I showed up the day of his memorial, I walked into that gymnasium and looked around at a sea of people whose lives were all touched by Klint in one way or another. It brought me immense sadness at the loss of such a great man, but also happiness that he was so great of a person who was able to do so much good and make it seem effortless. Then I felt sad at my own life, knowing that I could barely fill a studio apartment with the people I've touched in my own short life. I know that's a very selfish thought to have, but it's honest, so do with it what you will. Seconds later, all this emotion overwhelmed me, and after giving my condolences to Klint's mother and his sisters, I looked over and saw Klint's wife and his little boy walking by. I couldn't take it anymore, and I began to cry uncontrollably. The thoughts of that little boy never getting to know what a hero his dad really was. It wasn't just because of the profession he chose or the danger he put himself in on a daily basis to help others. It was the way he greeted you every time he saw you, no matter how long it had been, like it was just too long. The way he would look out for you and be attentive to your feelings without making you feel less than. The way he would include you even when you didn't think you were worthy of being included. There are a million amazing traits and a million more stories about why he is such an amazing person that I could never fully express who he was, even if I wrote a million books just about him. The day of his memorial, however, was a huge turning point in my life. It made me want to be a better person. It made me want to strive for the greatness that he embodied, even though it seemed like he didn't have to try at all.
It's good,
I
man.
know.
Great job.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we could bullshit about him all day, and it's like, he's just such a good dude.
He really was. I mean, just like you said, we could go on days, weeks, months telling stories, laughters, cries, but in all actuality, he still brought joy to us in every which way.
I think my first memory of him is with his broken leg. Remember that?
Yeah.
I know I knew him before that, or I'm pretty sure I did, but I just remember him, and that stupid like shit-eating grin he always had on his face too, just like.
I remember when he had his broken leg, he used to drink Ensure. His mom used to give him these little Ensure things because it makes the bone
Yep,
heal
makes the
faster.
bones
He's
heal.
always drinking Ensure and hopping around on his foot.
I'm pretty sure he still did that, like later in life too, or is that that might have been someone else? But I always remember seeing like Insures around in one of the guys' trucks.
It had to be his.
It probably was. In the old red Ford.
Yeah. No,
Mama says drink Ensure.
Drink it up.
Got to make up for all the Bush lattes, I guess.
Put down.
I mean, I'd put mine up, but I don't want to gross everyone out with my toes.
Let's see. Let's get into stories. Just like the AC/DC thing, calling it Thunderstruck, was so for most of us on the football team. It was awesome. I mean, pumping us up when him and Clint and Zach Dunn used to play it on the electric guitar. I mean, that was really just gets you going.
Oh, yeah.
You know, it still does today. It gets me going, but it was great. It was great to grow up with somebody and around a group of friends that had that energy like that off, you know, just old classic rock music and just getting after it in football games, and it was fun. I miss it. Miss Klint.
It's one of those things that just like he touches your life and you just go on like carrying that, and then just every so often you just like think of him and it's just like just hits you right in the stomach, you know, and just takes you down.
Makes your heart feel a little heavy.
Oh yeah.
Definitely does. There's a lot of days where like I sit back, because I got some pictures that float around of us as kids, and I'll look and see everybody, and I'll see Klint off in the corner of the picture, and it's like, some days you gotta wipe the tear away, because it's like, man, I miss all the memories, and I miss everything about it, and I miss Klint's joy and his happiness and his smile, just, and how he would make you feel. As you said, didn't matter who you were, he would always made you feel good about everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the photos. I mean, it is right. Like when you see them, it makes you miss and remember and feel sad. But I have an Echo show in my kitchen, and it does photo displays randomly, right? And so they pop up sometimes of like us in high school, and you know, drinking some beer, and it brings you back. I mean, it's like a love-hate kind of, like a love-joy, but at the same time like a sad joy. And but I enjoy them. I enjoy putting those photos up there and seeing them every once in a while. And
Yeah.
brings back good memories, and because right, you got to keep up with that, right? You got to keep those memories going and alive. And life gets so busy, and sometimes you got to slow down and just be thankful for what you have and the time that you get to spend with people. I think all of us can say that in our lives of different times we haven't spent with people or have spent with people, but sometimes you got to slow down. I was talking to my wife tonight about, you know, if she had any thoughts or memories or anything she wanted me to share, and she just looked at me and she said, Klint's why we met. And I've said this
So it's his fault.
recent videos, but the night I flew home from Germany, Klint picked me up to go to the bar, and I was super jet lagged and tired, but he wanted to hang out. It was just, you know, it was awesome to see him, and he even offered to come get me. And sure enough, I met my wife. So you know, I'm thankful for that. I'm super thankful for that. If he didn't drag me out of my house, I never would have met my wife. So that's just a great, you know, an impact that's going to be with me for the rest of my life. Just one small one that he made that turned out awesome, you know. So I love that and appreciate that, and appreciated him for that. We had some other adventures we did after that were fun. Maybe drank some apple martinis together. Were they apple martinis? They were pomegranate martinis.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's even manlier.
Yeah. Super masculine guy, but he would definitely get down with some
That's
pomegranate martinis.
I mean, that's like
He
one
just
of the
didn't
things.
care. Klint was just Klint. That's how he was.
Yeah, that's what like that. When I said he's like so masculine, but it's like it didn't matter. Like no one thinks about Klint and goes, he's not manly. He's like he was super manly, but he was also like
Super soft
loving
at the
and
same
caring.
time.
Yeah, like and it's like it just went together.
You know, I think he got the loving and caring part probably because he had so many sisters and not a brother. And he was the baby of the family, so
Yeah.
that comes with it. And his birthday was in December, so he got like Christmas and his birthday within the same week. I want to say his birthday was like the 22nd. So it was like his birthday and then Christmas. Lucky son of a gun. Double the presents.
I know.
No, it's like half the presents because they can't. Like with my family, we don't
You
even
gotta
buy.
pick or choose one or
we
the
don't even
other.
buy
Which one,
birthday
the big one or the
presents.
small one? Yeah.
Remember this?
Yeah. Be careful, it might be a racist slogan now.
Ooh-wee. Yeah, well, you know, let's not get canceled. Well,
We just started.
Yeah. It's the first one.
Speaking of good times, remember that one right there? Damn.
No, that punched
I'd
his
listen.
face
I
off.
almost did that.
What?
I almost looked over there too.
He would no, because that's one thing he did to me a few times. He would get me to look and have his fist there when I came back and.
Oh yeah.
Remember when we used to just randomly punch each other in the face too?
Yeah, no,
what
yeah.
was
We
that
did
all
some
about?
dumb,
I
dumb.
don't think I ever boxed Clint. Did
Don't
you ever
do
box?
that, kids. Yeah, a lot. He got boxing gloves for Christmas one year.
So that's when that happened. Yeah, I
Maybe
remember.
that's why I can't spell, is because he
That's not because of it. You couldn't spell long before that.
Oh, that's go to school in Mayo. It turned out great. Just kidding, kids.
1 out of 3 kids
Yeah.
will.
Be successful in life. Let's talk about the male nurse thing.
Yeah.
Good
Hey,
for him, man.
dude.
Yeah.
It's the only reason I knew about it because that was like I went to California for a while and then I came back.
Wait, so you knew about male nurses because you went to California? Or tell
No,
me.
the only
this
reason I
one
knew
was-
he was.
explain.
The only reason I knew he was one
Oh.
because I had got some kind of sickness that needed antibiotics and he was the one who shot me up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was
Little-
working
little
at
poke
right next to my old house, down that hill.
in California.
No, in Mayo.
Down the
Wow,
hill.
down the hill.
Remember
Is it the one before your dad moved to where he's at now?
Lockwood Lane, I think, right next to Carrie and Ronnie's
Oh,
house.
yeah,
as
yeah.
kids. Yeah, there's like a little nurse thing, or what? Not a nurse thing, a little
Clinic?
The
clinic
little- yeah.
right there.
Still there.
Yeah, still there. And I just discovered that though when I came back. I was like, oh, this is cool. And he just had me work, and I was like, oh shit. And he's like, yeah, what's up, bud? It's like, yeah, I need some
You stick in your
antibiotics.
butt, or where did you?
I don't recall that. I think I was just so nervous because I just didn't want to see my tiny pee-pee, but he's gonna find out my
There's kids, man.
he's gonna find out my secret. They're gonna know about pee-pees one day. Half the population already does. They own one.
Yeah.
I feel like you had to think about that a little too long.
Oh man. Male nurse. Good for him.
I think that's awesome, yeah. And like, but you would never question like his manliness even then. And he was in his pink scrubs or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, that might have been blue. I can't remember.
I don't think I ever saw him in
I like to
pink
pink him. I like to picture him in pink scrubs, even though they probably weren't blue.
Yeah, like the deep V.
Yeah, and like
The
really,
deep- yeah,
really
yeah,
tight to show off
yeah.
his muscles, you know.
Yeah. Sexy fella he was. Good looking guy. Good
Yeah.
looking guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just saying, if I was, I'd say what's up.
I think we all might, you know.
Yeah.
Or have, I don't know. No.
Do you think he was the owner of the Dino Duck in high school, or did we ever find out who did that?
No. Nobody ever did.
I bet
The
it was Clint,
The Phantom.
the Phantom Deuce.
Yeah.
The Phantom Deucer.
Jeez, oh
Remember when
please.
they had the doors out the stalls when we were in high school?
Yeah.
And they had to use the restroom. We had no doors.
I remember
I
that.
just remember always talking to each other when you were
Yeah.
like, hey,
Doors are
Or like
open.
in the locker room, like people would be at the sinks doing stuff, and
You
the,
just turn
the
around.
stall was
Yeah.
no, you'd see him through the mirror. The stall was right there. I just remember like having conversations with Clint when he was shaving because I didn't have an official hair shave
Yeah,
then,
yeah.
so Clint's the only one that could
Still
shave.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, still don't. Hey, buddy, just dropping a do so. Hey, what's up, man? How was physics class? Maybe not for me, but how was algebra for us? Yeah.
He was such a football player too. Like, he was so stiff. Like all of his spine was fused together all the way up. Maybe it was. I don't know.
I
But
remember
because he
Clint
was just
Younger.
like never like bent anything. And like I remember watching him on the baseball team, and his baseball swing was just so terrible. Just. Just like a plastic toy.
Yeah, get that.
But I mean, he probably
Yeah.
crushed a few still.
Oh yeah, he had some home runs.
Only because he was freaking strong as cheater with all the muscles. I had to work with no muscles. Show off.
I still remember practice at football one time trying to tackle Clint, and his big ass ran me right
Just
over.
bouncing off him.
Yeah, that was just bounced right off of him. Didn't want to get up for about 5 minutes because I was a little sore.
That'll happen.
Yeah, he's good at football. Did a great job and played hard and fun to be around. Hit hard. Not like these football players now.
No.
Leave with your head for some reason because it hurts you. And
They've
gives
got
you
like
concussions.
they've got like speedometers. They can't run too fast.
Slow it down.
Yeah. Slow it down. Slow it down. Too many rules have changed. I don't know what to do with my legs right now.
You're like Ricky
What's
Bobby.
the thing?
I'm not sure what to do with my hands. That's like the only purpose of like cigarettes and beer, so you can keep your hands busy. You know
Oh.
Oh,
what I'm saying? Nervous habit.
Stories. Let's get into some stories.
I remember being like we were really young, probably elementary, maybe middle school. Clint and me making puppy chow for the first time, Chex Mix and
In
chocolate.
class?
No, we were like I stayed over at his house, and we made a bunch, brought some to school.
Lucky.
We used to do a bunch of crazy shit. I remember we used to wreck the shotguns like it was going out of style at his house.
Just remember
Just-
going to his house at like 10 years old and seeing all the guns Joe had
Yeah.
magically lined up on the side of his walls. I'm like, this house is awesome! Can I go here every time, Dad? Like, yeah. It was good, the guns. Well, those guns are good, but the
Love
hunting
guns.
was good, yeah. America.
America, freedom.
Do we still do the deer drive every year that we started when we were like 13 or 14? And just every time I get up there to do it, it always reminds me of Clint. We had so much fun at a young age doing it with Joe and all the uncles and the whole family, and just being part of that was it was something special. And every year we still do it and still make it special. Nobody got shot when the older guys did it, but something might have happened a few years ago. But it's fine. Just a little hole.
Silly
Yeah.
redheads.
Yeah. Bring old Ginger down here next year for me.
Get him.
Yeah.
We'll have to keep the mics really far away from him.
Yelling, screaming.
You can't help but scream.
Yeah.
I had something in my head. Oh, didn't he like pee on a telephone once?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
Didn't he?
I don't
I'm
know.
pretty sure he took it off the receiver like a toilet seat, and then
Dude, it was glorious, man. Old Mama Kathy Bear came out on him. And he was grounded for like a month, which was like one day for Clint because he was a baby. Like,
it was yeah.
but
Please, mommy.
yeah. I want to say he had a few beers. I would almost say this was like sleepwalking, drunken sleepwalking. 'Cause it
Yeah.
happened to me twice with him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't pee on me. Close. That was close. But
He's just like a sleep peer.
he had some beers, went to bed, and then he somehow walked into his parents' room and not the bathroom, picked up the phone, I guess put it on the dresser, and then started peeing on the phone. And Mama Kathy Bear got real angry at that.
Oh God, I can only imagine.
Yeah, and then it happened again when we went to Motley Crue concert with Zach Dunn and his dad, and I think Jim Wellman was there too.
Jim Wellman.
Jimmy Wellman.
Well, Jimmy.
Remember that guy?
So we had a few beers, and I was sleeping on the floor. Oh, I might get into the stories mixed up. I was on the floor. For some reason, Clint comes over next to me and starts peeing on the floor. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm in the bathroom. I'm like, this isn't the bathroom. But the first time it happened with me, I was sleeping on the floor again too, and we were working down in Detroit. And I had a few beers. I'm on the floor. He walks over towards me. I wake up. No, I wake up because my clothes are next to me in my work boots. And all of a sudden I hear this like, psh. I'm like, what? And I look over, he's peeing. So I grab my work boots real quick so he doesn't pee on my work. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm going to the bathroom. I'm like, you're not in the bathroom. He's like, yes, I am. I'm like, no, you're not.
Yes, I am.
Jeez, old Pete.
Oh, I can't wait until these kids get older so we can tell real good stories.
I know.
Yeah, well, that's, I mean, I don't know how you top that. Your dad's pees everywhere. Lincoln, don't do that, buddy.
still remember some of the
I
bonfires.
encourage peeing everywhere.
Some of the bonfires out at Al's property by the airport.
Oh, yeah. The old-
Getting some
That was
fires.
right behind my
Right
dad's
behind-
house.
yeah.
Which was really convenient for me.
Yeah, you just walk there.
Yeah, just walk right back there, and no one would suspect a thing.
Sleeping in the camper, no heat, no nothing. Our body heat keeping the whole camper
Oh,
warm.
blankets, man.
Yeah.
Was Clint there the night with the
And we-
tires?
There was lots of nights with tires.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
There was lots.
I was
and
only
lots of
one there.
nights.
One night with tires.
We had lots of pallets out there.
That's not really a Clint story as much as a Will story, so we'll keep that.
Yeah, we shouldn't tell that story.
We were doing, we were basically blackface afterwards because just woke up,
Covered in soot.
the light came out, and we're just rubber everywhere.
Yeah. Great. Tires put off a lot of heat.
Dude, they're
Put
great.
off a lot of soot too.
Yeah.
Get all over you.
We're probably responsible for climate change. It's probably our fault.
I mean, like maybe
Like in his head, he's like no.
maybe like a little bit. Burning tires.
Lots of bonfires out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, living down here in the city, it makes you appreciate like that time you got to spend growing up with your buddies in the back country in the woods and having bonfires, having parties in the middle of the woods, and really just being around good people growing up. I think throughout my life, seeing and meeting so many different new people and kind of their experiences of growing up, I mean, we had a pretty solid youth. I mean, like
We
from
had-
the hunting to fishing to snowboarding to, I mean, you name it. I mean, we were really getting after it. And
It's interesting too. It's not really off subject, but we are from a small town, but everyone complains about the small town thing in every other town. Like Bay City, they're complaining about, it's such a small town.
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't know what small town is, bro. Like,
You know
we had to shoot stuff for fun, okay?
Yeah. We can't tell them stories.
Trees. We shot trees.
Yeah.
Trees.
We were just making sure they were.
That's a memory I have. I'm pretty sure he was with us. I don't know. Never mind. Never mind. I don't want to go to jail.
It was legal then. Laws changed now. You're fine. Trying to make it sound better.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. But I still won't tell it.
For sure.
Yeah. Later.
No. Maybe another time.
Not on camera.
Yeah.
Camera.
I might-
Snowboarding. Snowboarding was fun, right?
Oh,
Clint
yeah.
was a big
Remember?
snowboarder. Lincoln, you gotta be a snowboarder.
Zach's, the
Like
hill
you
at
too.
Zach's house.
Yeah.
That everybody used to snowboard down.
Yeah.
Broke his arm. Were you there for that?
No.
I'm pretty sure Clint was there for that. We had to
Probably.
take him to the hospital. And
Probably was out there. But we were out at Zach's house a lot too.
Yeah.
yeah, lots.
We were allowed to do some sketchy stuff at Zach's house.
No, it wasn't sketchy.
Oh.
100% pure fun.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, no weird tents at any of his parties.
Tents?
Never mind.
You slept in a tent?
Nope. I wouldn't want to sleep in that tent.
I came home from one of the photos that I have is I flew home from Germany for a week or something. Actually, I graduated basic training, came home for Christmas, and we were at Zach's house, had a little get together, and Clint had this pretty big beard, so did Zach. And hung out in that little cabin. Did the little cabin burn down? Was there a little cabin that burned down at Zach's house?
Yeah, I remember going to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a little cabin like out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
like
it was
out
out
front,
like towards
on
the
the
very
approach.
front.
Yeah, we were out there
Yeah.
hanging out. And
Dude,
having
memory
some
is so
beers.
weird. Like I have such a hard time.
I know you got to talk about it to get that stuff to
It took us.
I remember that
I think
thing.
we had to clean it out.
decompartmentalize, right?
I used to be such a little hornball, and like that's all I ever thought about. Like in my memory, I just remember just being
cabin.
like trying to just.
Bro, kids, man.
Sorry. I used to.
Love honey.
Yeah.
Love still does. Makes
It
it all
was
the
a-
time.
I used to love snuggling. Well, I used to love trying to snuggle. No one snuggled me back.
I mean, some people do. Next time, friend.
Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
The
Don't
yoke.
get all excited.
Oh shit!
The yogurt cups or whatever those were. The pudding pops.
Oh man.
Woo! Yellow pudding pops.
Simmer down, boys. Simmer down.
Oh, there's a layer, because they're bottle carbonated, there's a layer of yeast on the bottom. So just don't shake it or disturb it.
Well, I didn't.
It
plan
won't
on
hurt
really
you.
Shaking it too much.
It won't hurt you either way. Just
I've said this before in other videos, but it's important. I like to say it every year. When I was in basic training, Klint wrote me a handwritten letter and sent it to me. And I thought that was, at the time, I'm like, man, that's kind of cool. But now when I look back at that, think about in your life right now, like, when's the last time you wrote in a letter to somebody, let alone to another man that's
basic training.
Yeah, basic.
That was the only
a long
time.
time ago.
That was
So
pretty much it.
I just thought, I mean, like,
Is it good?
obviously I couldn't talk
It
to
is.
him, but that was part of his character, him being caring and loving enough to write his buddy a handwritten letter and ask him how he's doing in basic training. I mean, that was really neat, right? Like when you're basic training, you're like writing girls and stuff,
Yeah.
your mom and dad,
Anybody that will respond.
everybody, but not your buddy from high school. Like, hey, what are you doing? And then he writes me a letter. I thought that was so cool. I looked for that letter. I don't have it anymore, but I wish I did.
All of my letters got read out loud. And they made fun of me.
Really?
No, I made that up. But it sounded cool, right?
I was about to say, why did they read them out loud anyways?
I was the farting kid that everyone knew me as the farter in basic training. During graduation, a girl walked in and she was like, "That's the kid that farts all the time." It's like, just standing at attention, just.
I think that's a point of like all of us growing up too, right? We loved who we were. We all loved America, and so a lot of us went to the military, but there's still a lot of us that served. Clint serving, being a male nurse, helping other people.
You just
I know, I just can't get it out.
It's okay to be a
I'm
male
not being a
nurse.
nurse. Yeah, it's totally fine. Love it. I'd love Clint being scrubs probably, but
You wonder-
Lindsay probably
It
sounds
makes you
like
wonder,
scrubs.
like, how many pairs of balls he'd touch, though. You know,
Kids, bro. There's kids.
they're gonna know about him one day.
Not Lexi. She's like,
She's
6.
My apologies,
Miss Lexi. I'm sorry.
Miss Lexi. Anyways, he touched my buns.
Oh, he touched my buttons lots of times.
No, mine was in a medical
I
context.
touched
Oh.
her. Oh.
What did you touch?
Remember your wedding?
There's
At
kids.
The ice bag, bro?
There's kids.
Yeah, I didn't say anything. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I went full T-Rex that day.
Yeah. Weak.
You don't even know, bro. We're not even gonna get.
Nope.
We're gonna get a pissing match over weddings. Won't do it, cause I'd win.
You could. You know what's good too was Clinton Allen's graduation party at the old Quonset hut there in Luzerne. You guys remember that? Did you go to that?
I don't know if I went to
You
that.
probably were invited.
You say that, but I wasn't invited to a lot of stuff, so
It's weird.
tread
Did you
carefully.
go to that?
I don't remember if I went to that or
Remember the old
not.
Quonset hut? That thing was like.
Yeah. I still remember coming home from R&R from when I was in Iraq, and we threw a party out at, I think it was Kristen's house, and I got all shit-faced, and Clint ended up writing all over my face with a marker, and I'm blaming everybody else but Clint.
Yeah, well,
Just
you
because he
put-
had that look like, hey, always smiling, so you
Also,
just
he'd
pass by
probably
him.
he could probably just smother us and
Yeah,
don't. What are you gonna do about it?
don't move.
With that grin, man, like, yeah, I got you. I'd go like, I remember when you used to do that. Oh, I bet you guys
Oh,
never
yeah.
forgot about that.
I'm about to spit that out.
Oh, that was great.
He did have a loud laugh. Definitely couldn't miss it.
Yeah. Yeah. You used to do that all the time.
It's okay.
That's pretty good, huh? Now I said that you did that.
The laugh. What part? What are you?
The laugh was
Yeah.
close.
It was. It was close.
His was
That was
more.
pretty close.
His was more. Ha ha ha!
No, that was bad.
Damn. I tried.
Mine was way. Did you say mine's way better?
Yours was
way
close.
better.
Well, what do you mean?
Come
What
on,
do you got?
try. What do you got?
Oh, I ain't got it. I ain't even gonna
No
try
buff.
it.
Oh, sorry. No huevos. Can I speak Spanish to him?
No.
Dang it!
No Spanish. No Espanol for me, son. Sir.
I can. I got 2 forms of English, good and bad. That's it. I don't have anything else.
No,
though.
you got bad and badder.
Yeah, true. Thanks, Mayo.
Oh.
Because that's improper to say.
Oh, big.
Yeah, I didn't know if you'd know.
I'm a little slow. I'll be honest. Throw me some hints sometimes. What do you think?
I remember Clint would have his guitar with him every now and then, and he'd always play that one song. I see you. No, wait, no. What was it? Was it? We always just sing the same song every time we
Just
get
sit around
together.
the bonfire and he would bust out the old acoustic.
He always played the "I See a Bad Moves Rising," but he also played something else. What was it? Oh, "Knocking on Heaven's Door." And we would sing it together. He would sing the main line, and I would just do like some weird bullshit harmony stuff behind him. And even though I was trash, he still like did it with me, so that was cool.
Making music when everybody else is sleeping. At parties, just
What,
staying
me?
awake, playing music.
Oh, yeah, that happens a lot.
It's so weird, right? Like
You know what the reason? You know why though?
Because you're an alcoholic.
Well, that also, but also because I don't want to get writing all over my face, so I got to
Yeah.
stay up the longest.
That was
That's
bad.
funny. Yeah, that happens.
The first person always had something happen to him.
Yeah, and sometimes the last person. If Clint's the one that's awake.
I never. Did anybody ever draw on Clint? I don't think any.
I don't think so, because Clint was always the
I'm-
last one up.
I bet someone has. I bet you like
Somebody probably.
Probably Al.
Al would.
Al
I would think
definitely.
Zach, but I don't think Zach would do that. I don't picture Zach writing on someone's face.
Did Zach go to bed early?
He would probably have like a cave to escape in. I feel like,
Hmm.
like he could just. Dude, his bedroom was like as big as this room.
It was an entire garage.
Yeah.
Remember?
He just had the whole thing.
Yeah. Remember? There'd be like 8 of us on the floor.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever slept in Zach's garage. I've been there a few
I mean, it
times.
was his bedroom.
Yeah, you know, I like,
I'm
but
pretty sure you.
Just to
He had
clarify, it was not a garage. It was carpeted drywall. They had very nice.
Yeah,
so
it
we're
was-
not-
it
I don't
was
wanna paint
really
this
nice.
Picture that Zach lived in a garage when he was growing
his
up.
parents made
So-
him. His parents made him stay in a dank,
Kathy and Chris
dirty.
see this. We're not. No, it was beautiful, beautiful home. He just loved it. We loved it. It was great.
Awesome.
You know what?
Yeah.
No,
Used to
I
love
got
going
something I
out.
have to get off my chest. Okay, you had that foam crap on your table, and that just bothered me.
Oh,
They had a nice wooden table, but they had it protected with like this weird foam plastic covering, and it's like, why do you have a nice table? And it's gonna be covered for the whole time. Can't.
was it so kids were like wouldn't run into it?
Not to protect them from hurting themselves. It was to protect their nice table, but the table was never
Used.
presented. So it was just have a shitty table. Sorry, had to get that off my chest. I'm sorry. That hurt my soul,
I
dude.
don't even remember a table.
I don't either.
There was a table.
I mean, the island where we hung out at.
Wait,
Oh man, I remember Clint making breakfast at the.
island.
Remember they used to make breakfast
Yeah,
when we hang
we
out
would
there?
wake up early. And
Yeah, like pancakes and
Yep.
stuff on the grill.
eggs.
my memory's not working.
I know you got to get all.
I
that
feel like I
out.
remember that kitchen a lot, but I remember Guitar Hero.
Do you remember breakfast?
Guitar Hero
Oh,
for
shoot,
sure.
Remember that time when I could have plugged in my camera, but I didn't, and then it turned off in the middle of our video.
weird.
Just
Remember
Just-
We had a pause. Technical difficulty. We're back,
that? And we're gonna
back up, ready to go.
Okay,
Breakfast.
yeah, but you gotta go like, oh yeah, like how you do it.
oh yeah.
Oh
Oh,
yeah,
I can't do it unless I.
Hold on, I got you, boo. I got you. We're getting up in here. No, give me a little pinch, a little poke. Remember a time when Clint gave me a little poke?
And butt.
And I'm not talking
Listen,
about
I'm
my
not-
doctor visit either.
That's what I was talking about.
Oh wait,
Oh, love you,
Kids.
Lexi. Kids, man. Holy.
it was at the doctor's. I mean,
Toledo, yeah.
So,
Yeah,
within-
go ahead. Were you gonna say something?
Breakfast
breakfast.
at Zach's. Waking up.
Yeah, I remember. The memory I have is just Clint standing there with his shirt off,
Always.
You would.
Good looking dude.
That would be what you remember. I
Chisel
don't remember what.
Chisel chest.
I don't
Come
remember,
on, I worked so hard.
I don't remember what we were eating.
Born into that.
But that shirt, don't tell me enough.
These white pancakes, and he's just got that spatula.
Oh man.
Real tight core, just about to flip them.
You know,
Looked like he was working out trying to flip it over, too. It's like, hold on.
I mean, he was still stiff, like a robot. Just.
Oh man, flipping them pancakes.
Lots of breakfast.
I'm gonna find out later that he like does have like he did have his like spine like welded together.
No, he didn't. No.
If I remember right, I think this happened as a kid. One of them nights of drinking and
Kool-Aid.
yeah, Kool-Aid for
Kool-Aid,
sure.
Yeah.
A little too much sugar in it.
Yeah,
Vodka.
a little too much sugar and yeast.
Sorry.
But we came back to Clint's house for some reason, and we woke up, and Kathy found out we were drinking, and she lost her shit on us.
What was that?
And she
like?
actually made me call my mom and say, "Hey,
Okay.
the kids were out drinking, and I had to go home." And my mom definitely grounded me for that.
Ooh.
Thanks a
But
lot, Kathy.
no, I'm not mad about that at all. At all.
Not
But I was
slightest
definitely,
bit.
I was definitely scared to call my mom though. Like, hey, we were over here drinking. Sorry, Mom.
What an awkward conversation.
Yeah.
But what a good mom. Props.
She
I
was-
never.
You know, your mom called my dad. So.
Oh, I did. Maybe you did tell me that actually. Yeah.
And in her defense, I did black out and fall straight on my head backwards. So
Yeah. Well, things happen when you're young. Good times.
it was good times.
Oh, Guitar Hero.
Guitar
I remember
Hero.
playing hours of Guitar
Yeah.
Hero with Clint
Yeah.
and Zach and everybody. I was real bad at it though, so yeah, that's so
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
terrible. Yeah.
Clint was really good at it. That's
Yeah.
why he probably was good at playing guitar. I would think those two would like
You know,
maybe
it's-
a little bit. I don't know.
It's funny because people that are like good at guitar can't do it, and it's like, it's not like real guitar, bro. It's like, oh, yeah, it's a trained skill, so you know. But no, it's not. It does not translate like at all.
Like I feel like we spent hours and
Yeah.
hours and hours
Yeah.
playing
Yeah.
Guitar Hero.
We would spend all night long playing Guitar Hero sometimes.
I just can't believe
Who's
it's
next?
there's like no one likes Guitar Hero anymore, you know.
Yeah, like one of those things that came and went away.
The kids still play it every now and again.
Really?
On their,
I
you
have
know,
it.
on the dinosaur PS3.
I got a PS2 over there,
That really is a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and what do you call the other one? The very first video game system.
Sega?
No, the
Nintendo?
first one. No,
Atari?
Atari. Yeah.
Oh, Guitar.
That's probably not even the first one, but. Oh, Guitar Hero, bro.
Mm-hmm. Still remember some football camps.
Football camp.
For sure, going to football camps.
That's
Bringing the
where
pop-up camper out there.
I think.
Oh, gosh.
Love football camp.
Yeah. What, dude? We got away with so much
Oh,
stuff.
Yes.
Mr. G and Joe Stowe, man, they loved us.
Yep.
They just
Pratley.
put up with whatever. It was just crazy.
I think if we were bad athletes,
Yeah, he.
yeah, probably not so much.
I wasn't a good athlete, so I think I just got away with it from association. Like they're like, well, you know. That's funny. No, still have like, because I brought a disposable camera with me, and so I have a bunch of
You do?
photos from that
Oh man.
trip.
I got some
What?
with all of us in it.
I got one
Pat,
where-
Corey Wright in it.
Yeah, I got
I
Jimmy
got
Jimmy Weldon
you're
in
on
the
my
background.
shoulders on the swing set, I
Oh
think.
yeah, I got that one.
Yeah.
How did we all get that one?
I made a bunch of copies of them,
Oh,
I
well,
think.
that would make sense.
Yeah.
You did make a bunch of copies for everybody. I think everybody
Yeah.
told you, though, like, hey, we all want some.
Yeah, I think something like that, yeah.
Did you ride up in the Jeep with me?
Yeah, remember we hit that jump? Vroom.
Blew my gas line out. We had to fix it. Were you in the Jeep with me?
I wasn't in the Jeep.
Oh man, yeah, we jumped it.
There's
Poor
that
Jeep.
super steep
Clint was with
road.
us, yeah, man. Rick just sent it. Like
Oh,
really.
Full sail.
I made her a friend last year. That's
You have a new friend?
You're funny. It's basically like a table to remember the people we lost.
Oh, that's
It's
cool.
reserved for your family, but I view Klint as like my family, so I put him up there with a picture from that trip, a can of chew, and
Copenhagen?
I wasn't Copenhagen. That was Grizzly.
Oh, we got to start off with Grizzly.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
I think we
probably
all
Copenhagen.
That's like the training wheels.
Or whatever
Copenhagen,
we're
that's like a
handed.
refined thing. It's
Yeah,
like,
it's
I
like-
got a monocle.
You're a man when you're chewing Copenhagen
Yeah.
because you're not broke as shit
So I
anymore.
had a chew, and then I had like a baseball. But I should have had a football because I picture him playing baseball. It just makes me laugh, so I like to put the baseball up there.
Yeah. Yeah, we had some great sport stories, right? Like the baseball game that you got suspended for like 3 games. We were gonna fight, and then
Is that when I like hit people with my cup?
did you ever moon anybody? Did that actually ever happen? Remember that they said you mooned them? Remember I threw a pass ball, you went back to get it, threw it to me, and I tapped the guy in the head, and he had a seizure against Hillman. Remember that game?
I don't really remember the seizure part. I think that was when we all got really upset at each other because, I mean, it's not your fault that
Well,
happened.
we weren't upset at each other. It was the
And yet we were
Yeah,
upset at the other.
yeah.
You're both.
yeah.
They were upset. And we were like.
It didn't
"Ooh."
knock him out. It just
I'm
had a
pretty sure I
seizure.
took my cup and I like hit everyone's hands with it.
I thought you mooned people.
Maybe on the
And that's
bus.
how you
I don't
got-
recall.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. You like to moon people.
I do.
You
I'm
did.
really proud of my butt. I do squats. So that's not true.
I feel like there was a lot of,
I've never-
a lot of mooning going on in high school. I remember
Yeah.
Clint's butt a few times.
Yeah. Are we gay?
No.
Oh.
There was a little bit of hesitation.
I know. I like that.
No, we're all married to women.
Yeah.
But if I wasn't.
Oh,
No, that's weird.
no.
Couldn't get over the kissing.
Clint,
thing.
Clint definitely.
You thought everything else is fine. I couldn't get over the kissing part. The funky butt loving's
Yeah,
fun.
that's weird. Whew. Sorry, cut you off.
Oh no. I forget what I was saying now though.
How does
Clint used to kiss me on the side of the cheek. He probably did. I just eat it because he's the only guy that had a beard when
Yeah,
we were
he did
14.
too.
His whiskers just get up in there, man, start scratching on you.
He just used to purposely come up to people and rub his beard on them and just their face would be red afterwards.
I was
Oh
so-
yeah, you seen Clint, didn't you? Yeah.
So jealous. Dude had
I know.
a beard and I had like one little blonde hair out there on my chin, or I had like the mustache going on for a little while.
you just got all the testosterone because it was all girls and they just got built up over just super testosterone.
Sisters, yeah. Well, I guess really Jesse was the only one that.
I always picture him as like high school Clint, of like even as a kid when like he had a broken leg, I still picture him as like a big beefy dude. Was he always big and beefy, or is that just my brain playing
He
tricks?
was
Yeah,
just always bigger.
But like,
But then in high school, when everybody started really weightlifting and everything, that's when Clint got a little beefy.
weightlifting when we were taking creatine.
what else? Were you like?
Creatine.
Creatine's
man.
great. It actually does more.
It is. It's a really good thing for you.
But your parents were.
My parents
Your
flipped
parents were
out.
like, "Don't! It's a legal substance or something."
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
They
fun.
do.
Your parents are weird.
Yeah, happened for sure.
What?
Mr. G had to come to my locker in school.
For creatine?
Yeah, for creatine, take it out. We won't talk about who started that. Kathy Mitchell.
Started the use of it?
The creatine.
What's wrong with it?
She didn't. She did not like it.
Oh, she didn't like it. Well,
Is your battery dying?
eventually.
Oh,
Well, at one point we just won't hear me, and
where do we? Well, we should go to the direction of.
I think we went here.
Let's talk about Clint's dancing skills in high school
Oh.
dances.
Which ones were
Lincoln,
those?
You gotta
You
get your skills out, buddy. It wasn't the best presentation, but it was 100% solid effort every time he danced.
It was.
It was good. I didn't dance.
I don't
No, I was too scared.
remember.
Clint was always out there, and there was
Yeah.
probably like 17 girls around him at the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
usually.
It's a
Yeah.
great
Friends,
technique.
friends.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
friends,
nothing
yeah.
like that.
Yeah.
I
Just
mean,
friends,
he
yeah.
was just always out there
You-
dancing, and everybody wanted to be around him.
Yeah.
As
Yeah.
all of us
Lots of
other guys
energy.
sat on the tables.
Yeah, he had lots of energy.
Just-
Just positive energy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. He always had that.
Mhm.
Always. He was never afraid to be him.
Clint.
I don't
Himself.
think he was.
Ooh, good character.
Maybe he was, but I didn't notice.
Clint was Clint. He didn't care. He was just, I mean,
Such
like
an
me for me or
amazing-
don't like me at all. I don't care. That was Clint.
Such an
which is
amazing
good.
quality because no one doesn't like that. I mean, I don't think anyone didn't like Clint.
I don't know very many people, if anybody, that didn't really like Clint.
I don't know what's going on here.
Another time.
I don't know what's going on here.
No, that's a really good trait, though, right? Super full of energy. Was able to get along with everybody, and what I liked about him too, and like kind of how I try to live too, is that he respected everybody. He didn't care if you were this super popular whatever kid, super smart, or if you were stoner dude. Like everybody, he treated with respect in the same way. He didn't give.
Yeah.
He didn't give any.
He didn't
priority
like.
or anything else to anybody from a different, whoever they chose to be in high school or whatever. And I mean, that's cool. I mean, that was really good.
Yeah, he didn't like pander to different groups.
It's too big a word for me, bro. Come on, dumb it down a little bit. Yeah, you're right. He didn't jump around.
He didn't. He wasn't fake. He never thought he was fake.
Yes.
He was cool with you, and nothing was disingenuous. He was never pretending.
Right.
Is another way to say that.
Yeah, thank you. It's lost there.
He was never pretending to be someone else to like fit in with you.
Right.
He was just Clint, and that was like it. And then
Yeah.
it was good.
Like it or love it or walk away.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
strong. This makes you feel like high school again.
Drinking out of the mason jar.
Mason jar.
Remember solo cups? Did we ever do that? Drink out of solo cups?
No, you weren't really solo.
Hey, you can't get a good seal on those. Always dribbles.
Felt like these were what we
Yeah.
maybe stolen from Clint's dad when we were younger.
I'm
Possibility.
telling-
We didn't steal them.
You just found
Borrow.
them. they just fell out of the back
They
of his
just
truck.
fell out of the truck. I mean, they were on the truck, so like, we thought it was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
It's
cool.
for everyone.
Yeah.
I didn't see a sign saying it wasn't.
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah. What was that drinking thing where you drink like 1 million beers over a weekend?
High school?
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, I like that better than what I was talking about. Did we ever do any drinking games? I really want to remember more stuff because I'm having a hard time.
We played 3-man a lot with the dice.
Presidents and
Mines,
Assholes.
Presidents and Assholes.
That was like probably my favorite because you got to wear a funny hat.
I feel like we should probably play that.
Right now,
Not
you're
right
gonna
now.
play around. I don't even know how to play it.
Yeah.
I don't either.
Oh,
But
yeah,
I
it's been
know that I
so
loved
long.
wearing the funny hat.
Hey Alexa! She'll get us. She'll take care of us.
Yeah, she'll teach us how to play.
Yeah.
Can't say the A word though. There's children.
Yeah.
I'm whispering, but there's a mic right below my hand.
Yeah, I remember playing a lot of fun games with Clint. Not like, you know, I mean, yes, we've talked about a lot of partying and high school stuff and stuff like that too, but being outside and outdoors, we did just as much of that as we did partying. With hunting and different things, I mean, I have great memories of hunting trips with Clint, just going out and going bird hunting, just me and him. And one time he even had a dog, but go woodcock hunting. I went woodcock hunting with him a couple
He had
times.
a dog. Was it like a black and brown dog? Like a
Yeah, this
puppy?
was
I feel like I remember like a
yeah,
puppy.
This is later on, like when I was out of the military. But yeah, we did a lot of fun hunting trips and just being outdoors, which is
We definitely spent a lot of time outdoors,
Yeah.
even during the winter.
yeah,
Like we were
man.
always outdoors, honestly.
I tell you what, I just love the outdoors.
Gotta keep that up. Keep our kids outdoors.
It's hard when you live in the city. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah,
I mean,
it is.
Lincoln's pretty my Lincoln's pretty crazy, but
It is tough.
it's like there's only so much you can do in a.
Backyard. Yeah.
I don't know how small. How do you describe the size of my yard? Small.
City lot backyard.
But in Mayo, we had like.
Endless amounts of acres.
Let's go. What are we gonna do? I don't know. Oh, we got some guns and some beer. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, like just the
Load
power
up the vehicles
lines.
and go.
Yeah, drive trails for miles and miles
Yeah.
and miles. Porcupines. Clint was a porcupine slayer.
Let's find a new party. Find a new party spot.
That's legal. You can kill porcupines.
Oh. Never mind.
Small game season, bro. Year round.
Oh, okay. And we ate them too.
Ate them. Every one of them.
And those big clubs we had were.
Bro, totally fine. Piece of wood in the back.
Yeah. That was.
It's not a weapon.
Just because it has a big burl on the end of it.
Yeah. It's just how it grew.
Looked like
Totally
Bam
fine.
Bam. Do you get that reference?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lessons?
Yes. Okay.
All right.
I was trying to do a really,
Woo! I got nervous.
trying to do a really
I
young,
was scared.
young one for you.
Yeah, I remember a lot, man. Oh, I can't tell this story right now. You need about 5 more years before I can tell the story, but so many good times riding the back trails and just
Find a new spots to go to.
finding new spots to hang out or go hunting or catching turkeys.
Catching.
Alan had a pet turkey for a while. Baby turkey.
Catching.
Yeah.
Remember the squirrel?
Yeah.
Remember
Yes.
the
Big
squirrel that we
Davis,
had?
right? Put something in the front of that. Say, yeah,
Say,
man.
easy on the first name.
Yes.
Last name only.
Last name
Davis
only.
was cool.
Yeah.
Then I caught a full-size squirrel and thought I could train it as well.
Yeah. That didn't work out at
Did
all.
it bite you all the time?
Yes.
Yeah.
By the way, you cannot catch a full-size squirrel and train it. Yeah, that's how I got this scar right here, I think, or one of these ones, because first
It lashed onto you?
I grabbed it by the back of the neck and it turned around and went and just bit right into me. Yeah, don't do that. But I got a leash on him and then he just like lost the will. Like he just laid there and just looked.
Yeah, I remember when we were playing baseball our senior year, they brought Squirrel Davis to our last baseball game.
I don't know if the last name's even okay. Maybe you shouldn't say the last name. Just call him
We brought
Squirrel.
the squirrel.
Mr. Squirrel.
Mr. Nuts. We'll just call him.
I don't know if Clint was. I know Alan was with me. And I think Clint was with me. Maybe it been me, Clint, and Alan drove down here to Bay City when we lost to Bay City All Saints our senior year, and we had the squirrel in the car. And we were in John Pop's car. Mr. Pop's like, "What is that?" They're like, "It's our pet squirrel." And he's like, "What?" And it took him like a quick second to like process. He's like, that's kind of cool. All right. Yeah, it was awesome. Man, we got killed that game,
That's because I wasn't there.
and we all went out
Probably the night before.
Yeah,
Just
that's not
Saturday
because.
game.
Well, obviously, it was not because I wasn't there. Because I didn't add too much. But I think I was kicked off the team that year, senior year.
No, you weren't.
Pretty
You
sure.
pitched. You were my catcher. You didn't get kicked off the team.
Why don't I remember that then?
Just saying. You lived in California for a while.
Got a little screwy.
Yeah.
Been roofied a few times.
Yeah.
Maybe there's lasting
I
effects.
don't know. Yeah, you played your senior year.
Are you sure?
100%. You were my catcher.
You
It was
keep
our
saying it like that, and it's.
Our senior year was when we
Can you
almost,
say the catcher?
the catcher was when we played Hillman and had almost a big brawl. And Mr. Prof said, "I will quit if you guys fight." And we said,
Okay.
"Yeah, we don't
Please.
want you to quit. We love you." So
Is that? Oh yeah, that's what we said. Is that what we said?
we weren't gonna do it. I like Mr. Prof a lot. Good coach. That was great.
I also agree with that statement.
Oh,
No,
man.
Pop's cool. I had a problem with authority.
With authority.
Yeah. But now I am authority. Go to your room.
Go to your room.
There's only one left, bro.
We've been enjoying these memories. I got a couple sips left.
Probably want to stay away from the last few. I mean, it's okay, but heads up.
What? We do like
Ooh, there it broke off.
Clint, I just remember Clint in baseball, like, right, because baseball's not like football. It's not like it's go, go, go all the time. So we're spending a lot of time just sitting
you get
on
to
the
talk
bench,
and just
hanging
bullshit
out.
the whole time.
Yeah, man, it was just talking about all kinds of random stuff. Remember when he had the old red truck? The one his mom drove and she gave to him, the red one?
Was it similar to Al's truck?
No, Al had the Dodge.
But it was boxy?
Clint's was, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I kind of have a semblance of memory of that.
Yeah.
Dude, it's so spotty, my memory.
It was
hard
his
to-
mom's old red truck. It was an old red Ford. Not old.
Like my dad's Ford?
Nope, newer than that. Not newer than the green Ford that your dad had.
Yeah. Oh, good memory. Dang, you're good, bro.
I don't know how.
Just instantly, the green one, just new. Did you remember that truck?
No.
Yeah, it
I
had
do.
the toolboxes on the sides.
Oh, yeah.
And then you had a, whatever, okay.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, back to Clint. Great guy, I love him.
Obviously.
Baseball, man, it was so much fun because we go through football and it was just like 100%
Football, yeah.
100 miles an hour.
That was like, football is such an emotional thing, even though it's like go, 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 like, but like the only time you're ever like interacting with when you're like pissed off, you just messed up, or you're celebrating. So you're either like super high or super low the whole time.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
is.
or you're
I was gonna say, I'm like, dude, I was always super high, so you must have been super low. I don't know what's going on here.
I stood on the sidelines a lot, so you know.
Oh, you just watched me be
Yeah,
super high.
I
Oh, that's
I
what it
just
was.
watched you guys have
Yeah,
a good time, yeah. And Clint just barrel through people.
Just barely.
Just-
You know what
I could just still picture his body because it's like there's
I know he was like always so, like you said, he was always so, but big at the same time. He would just
Yeah.
run over you. It didn't
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah.
him and Al both just had that weird like juggernaut type body that just like they just moved really slow, but just people just went.
Bounced off.
That's what
him.
it was. Yeah.
Oh man.
I remember we were playing a team down here somewhere. I almost think it was Merrill, and I go in. We're on defense, and Clint's playing middle linebacker. I'm playing outside linebacker in the end, and I go in and I sack the quarterback, and he throws the ball straight up in the air, and Clint catches it and scores a touchdown and gets like all the glory for how awesome it was. And I'm like, oh, I did that.
That was
Give me some of that. You know.
That happened to me with Al too. Same exact thing. Well, not same exact, sideways, but he deserved it.
Yeah, well, Clint, it was good, man. Man, he was fast. I loved his expressions, like when he would like, just like "Ugh," you know, kind of like when you were around him. So much energy, that good positive energy. That, you know, that's so to me is so. I just love seeing that now. Like for you guys, you know, if you're around somebody, you work with somebody that's just bringing negative, just everything. And you're like, ugh. Like, I hate being around people like that because then it like kind of like brings you down. But you're around people that are like, woo, let's go. It just, man, it just gets you going. Maybe I
Energy's
do a little too much.
infectious, though.
Yeah.
It's like it depends on what you're around. If you're around negative energy, it's gonna bring everybody down. You're around positive energy, it's gonna bring everybody up. And that's how Clint was. He was always positive.
Always. I don't remember ever seeing him
Down and like in a bad mood. I've never. I
Even-
can't-
even when we lost like the state champs. I can't picture him being like there was a bunch of people crying.
I was crying.
I was definitely crying.
I was hugging my mom. We should have won.
But
You're not crying?
I don't know.
Did you play that game?
I actually, dude, the
Was
funny.
that me?
Listen, no. Not to go off topic, but the last few games of that year, I started getting put in weird positions and was crushing it. And it was like this new cheat code because they were putting me on like D end and like nose tackle and like weird positions, or even what's the linebacker? I was doing that and I was sacking the quarterback and I was
Yeah,
doing
but I remember
stuff.
you hit somebody so hard, you literally like blacked
No.
out. You had no idea where you were. You said something. I'm like,
No.
what are you talking about? I didn't like grab you. I'm like, hey, Luke, you need to go out, bro.
No, there was the one time when I played linebacker or safety one time, and
I think it was safety.
the
yeah.
sea parted. Everyone got blocked out of the way, and like a 300-pound fullback came running through with the ball, and I just go, oh, God. And I just went, dunk. And he tripped over me. I didn't even tackle him. He knocked me out and tripped over my limp body. And next thing I open my eyes and Mr. G's standing over me. And I'm like, how'd you get here so fast?
So it must have been a different time where you got rattled because you were like saying weird stuff. And I'm like, dude, you got to get out of here.
I probably got so many concussions.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie.
I'm right there with you.
Football's probably not.
That's why I can't spell. Anyways, when I cut my chin open one game,
I remember that.
I do remember you.
Clint's like, bro, you gotta get out. I'm like, no, why? And he's like, I'm yelling, sorry. He's like, I didn't want to get out. And he's like, dude, you're bleeding. I'm like, what are you talking? I feel fine. He's like, your chin. And I go like this. That was my hand was just covered in blood. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, good old split on your chin there.
I should probably do that.
Yeah.
You came right back in though.
Stinking chin guards, yeah. They put some gauze on it and spit on it a little bit. It's good to go.
A little duct tape.
Yeah.
Why can't I say that word? Duct tape.
Duct tape.
There we go.
Tape.
Duct tape.
Coach Ray, I think, did like a.
You had like a big old piece of white gauze and like
yeah.
medical tape. I feel like you had like a chin strap on your chin strap.
Clint's sister gave my dad the glue to glue it back up in the locker room.
Thank you,
That's what
Clint's
happened.
sister.
Thank you. I don't remember which one, but thank you.
Yeah, probably the good one. We won't say which one that is. We'll let you all think about it.
Guess.
I love it.
Yeah, it's funny though, like those memories that you remember that are so like when I think about when I did cut my chin, like I can see that memory so clear of him saying, "Dude, you gotta get out," and I'm like, "What do you know? What are you talking about?" And he's like, "You're bleeding." I'm like, "What do you mean? I feel fine." He's like, "Your chin."
That was when we first came out with like the cushion, but the plastic was underneath of it.
Oh
I
yeah, like the nice
The nice chin straps.
instead of like just the rubber ones.
Yeah.
So I had the nice one with the cushion, but that cushion,
the plastic part probably got
yeah,
up
the
in
cushion
there.
bent over in that plastic part.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I busted a clip on my helmet that night too when that happened. But
I wonder what that must have been like to play football.
it's great. Chicks
Good
dig
time.
it.
We still got to get together and watch all the highlights.
Yeah, I know. We need to do that. Well, I think we can wrap it up here. We're going to continue to do this every year. We're going to bring more friends, and the stories might get crazier as we go and kids get older. Maybe we'll just have to do one 4 kids and 4 adults, split it up. But two, yeah. I mean, we're good. We'll be all right.
Damn, you're right.
Yeah, but we're going to continue this and just keep going. And we appreciate all you guys that are watching this for the last how long this is. And hey, if you want to join us, hit me up. If you can't find me, get a hold of me somehow. I mean, Facebook, whatever.
If you're watching this video, you have a way to get a hold of us.
Yeah, get a hold of us, and we'd love to have more people out and tell more stories and keep it going, because that's what keeps that alive, right? Is that spirit and everything else is sharing the stories, remembering those good times, and honoring the man that we all loved. Mm-hmm. And that's what I want to do and continue to do, and I encourage others to do the same thing, and we want to build Klint up for his kids as they get older and share what he shared with us with them the best way that we can, minus the bush lattes until they turn 14. We'll go out there and see them, but hopefully before then. But the last thing I want to share, people ask me all the time, like, how are you doing? Or like, a gentleman told me this the other day, and it made a lot of sense to me. He said, yesterday is gone, tomorrow is not promised, so today I live my best life. And I know it sounds kind of corny, but take that with you, hold on to that, and just think about that. And it means a lot to me. And just take it for what it is. And that's all I can say about that. But I personally try to think that every day now and live by that. So I hope you do too. I hope what we've done here tonight just didn't make you feel all question your sexuality. I hope you enjoyed it and got something out of it. You guys want to say anything?
I mean, to kind of hit on with what you said, I mean, tomorrow's never promised, so live today as if it's your last. I mean, so just enjoy every moment and everything that you can with the ones you love the most.
Yeah. Strive to be a little more like Klint every single day. And totally forgot what I was going to say.
That's
But,
good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I hope everyone else is reminiscing about their own memories as well. Maybe
Yeah,
I
for
hope
sure.
I hope our memories helped trigger your memories so that you can also sit around and have the same feeling that we just had. Which is pretty good.
Yeah,
it is. It's good to reminisce and bring the remembrance of Klint. Even in the tragedy that has happened, we still live life and remember him as if he's still here, because he still is.
Yeah.
I mean, he's still part of us. He's always going to be part of us, and we're going to bring that. And hopefully, as Will said, we can bring more every year and just let this grow.
Yeah. And I hope the kids get to just learn so much about how great your father really was.
Yeah.
And how many people he's touched. And I don't know, maybe that'll help you in the future.
Yeah, for sure. Well, we love you all. We will see you in a year. Hopefully, we'll have some friends. Take one out for the night.
Dare you to drink it.
And yeah, another great year, and we'll keep going, and we'll keep Klint alive with us as we go through our years every year.
Amen.
Amen.
Fade to black.
Love you. Kisses. Hugs.